Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If I haven't introduced myself before, my name is Anya. I am a tarot reader, I am a psychic, and I am a astrologer. I do charts and I do readings with the charts. So I understand you more and you understand yourself more. Anybody who has any problem with talking about magic in any way, shape, or form, you may want to switch off this video right now because I'm going to tell you a little story. Alright? First of all, I want you to know that there are crystals and there are rocks and there are glass pieces made that make you think they're crystals. They're not. They're fake. This is a real crystal. This is an amethyst crystal. And they're not cheap. You can't get like 10 for $1 like in you know, like when you order off of Amazon. This is called a tiger's eye. And a real tiger's eye is not cheap. You don't get them for $1. Okay? This is a crystal inside of lava rock. Cement, lava rock. These are things that where the crystals are born. Also in places like Mount Shasta in the around the mountain. I'm gonna do this all as a fictional story as I do the reading, and I want you to please take what resonates and what doesn't. But before I start the reading, I want to say a little prayer. I've already burnt my sage. If you can't tell, it's kind of smoky in here. God of all, goddess of light, shield and protect us day and night. Positive feeling alone come near. All others shall wither and disappear. Let no weapon formed against us ever prosper. That's just being said. Alright, now we're going to go through this little story and then I'm going to do the reading. This is going to be mainly for my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You are under attack in the ethers because of your intuitiveness, because of your psychic abilities, because of the way that you connect to God or Source directly. You are the #1 target. And like I said, this is a fictional story. We're not going to say this is real, because that would go against guidelines. You know what I mean. Like I said, if you have a problem listening to stories about magic, you may want to switch off. But I'm going to tell you a story. And it's a story of witches and warlocks. There is no proof out there about this, or is there? I'm sure that most of you have seen Alice in Wonderland, The Wizard of Oz, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Made up stories about dark and light magic. We've come into an evolution where we are morphing into new humans. And this story is very relevant as that morphing takes place. White witches versus dark witches. Hold covens after the white so they can put out the light. This is like I said, it's a fictional story. They want to put out all the lights that are out there, so there's only darkness. There is a real, very spiritual war that is now on the ground. You can be afraid, or you can choose not to give it power. Doesn't mean you have to fight. Just means you don't give it power. You are stronger than that. And you need to know that. You're stronger than, like in The Wizard of Oz, and the White Witch told Dorothy. She had it all along. You have it all along. What you do with it is going to be up to you. But I'm going to get into this story a little bit further. When you eat sweets, I want you to start thinking about Willy Wonka's candy factory and the story of Hansel and Gretel. When you eat things that aren't good for you, when you eat processed foods and because, you know, like in the real world, in this fictional story, things are becoming scarce, except for the things that aren't any good for you. Just saying. And these people hide behind mindfulness. They hide behind people like me. Not saying that I'm hiding behind it, but just saying, you know, like normal, everyday people that just do their thing. Now, if I didn't believe in magic, I wouldn't do tarot or astrology or any of it. So I definitely believe in magic, and I've been here many lifetimes. And trust me, I've been on both sides. This time I'm here to fight for what I believe in, which is freedom and unity and love and compassion, empathy for others. And this is the battle that's going on. Either you will stand in your integrity and your truth, or you'll sell out. There really isn't no in between at this point. As I said before, this is a fictional story. They want you to be ripe for harvest, a target, knowingly or not. Those who have been programmed, they don't see. So that was done on purpose, so they couldn't see. They couldn't see what was really going on around them. They're just following what they're told to do and believing it as a truth. What is good is bad, and vice versa. An inverse, so to speak. This is where the saying, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Understand that's a metaphor. The first shall be last, the last shall be first. So, Pisces, you're going to be the first. But the first of what? Remember what I'm saying right now. The first of what? What are you going to be the first of? And everybody's on this thing where they think it's just you're going to be the first to get your magical gifts. Well, that's true. But it's also to ripen you for harvest. I hope that makes sense. Sleep issues, nightmares, depression, anxiety, worry are attacks, and they keep you in a never-ending loop so you can't see the truth of what is truly around you and what is truly going on. If you're that programmed, you will never see this coming. The last shall be first, because the last are the most wicked, or the first are the most wicked. That's why they're the last ones. Because they're going to endure whatever source makes them endure for as long as possible. They will pay for it. Unless they turn their life around and humble themselves and let their egos dissipate and become good people. And you're seeing that in the public eye. I mean, as far as like what's going on in the world, you're seeing the split taking place right in front of your eyes. Like I said, this is a fictional story. You don't have to believe it. I'm not telling you to believe it. I'm just giving you information that perhaps you could put together your own ending of this story. Because I don't have an ending for it yet. I haven't gotten that far. So the end of this story is going to be up to you. Dark, light. It's a never-ending story. But like I said, those who are last will be first. I do recommend some spiritual protection frequencies. I want you to screenshot this if you can. That one right there where the mother and the child are embracing is one of the best. Protect your children with this frequency. Let me hold it still for a minute so you can screenshot. I can't hold it still. Sorry guys, my hands are shot. I mean, I have to have surgery on my left hand. I've already had it done on the right. I guess because I'm a flatlander and I came up to Ohio and lived here. I've lived here for 2 years. It feels like it's literally crushing me. I've been a flatlander my whole life, but this kind of stuff, it's up here, the snow and the ice. I feel like the pressure is crushing me. Literally. Look what we have here. And you just saw me shuffle them. I didn't pick these cards. So there is a darkness to light and a death and a rebirth taking place right now. And this is where you're at. You're starting to see psychic abilities and future visions. We have miracles, ancient wisdom. This is coming to you now in downloads from the sun. So you're becoming more aware of things to come, good and bad. But there's a lot of good here. There's a lot of beauty here. There's a lot of wonderful things that await you if you don't falter in this situation. Your path has been illuminated. You now know which way to go towards the light. You're no longer believing in the lies because you are planning to release the illusion that you've been led to believe. Like I said, this is mainly for my water signs, but anybody who comes across it, you might have water in your chart in Vedic because they're real close together. You need to check out both charts, not just the one that in tropical and Western astrology. I mean, you can go off of that one, but it's a good idea if you compare them. And I want you to check all of your chart for water. That includes your stars. Most people have it. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Remember, that was a fictional story. Ooh. Okay, so this reading is going to go along with that. It is time for twin flame union. And they are pulling out all the stops. And I say they, as in the dark ones, to keep union from happening. Because once the twin flames unite, it's full on. It's like a bright light is released from both of you, and you're like this little bomb, you know, of light. But together, because we have Taurus fields. You might want to look that up. It's a Taurus field, the same as the Earth. Each one of us has a Taurus field. That is where our aura comes from. Okay? And when twin flames are united, that Taurus field is expanded outward. This is what the dark do not want to happen, because that will ruin their plans of total domination. As I said, fictional story. My hand's going numb. This is where everything's at right now. There's dominating, bossy energy here that is pushing people to their limit. Sagittarius is here to find balance. This is Aries, this is Sagittarius. You could be dealing with either one. But there's balance coming to this masculine energy, whether it wants to or not. Because, as I've said in other videos, the only person that the Emperor bows to is the Empress. Yeah. And there's a lot of people don't want that. They don't want that. The High Priestess. What is crossing her? Oh my goodness. This is a choice. High Priestess. This is a choice. Pisces. Use your intuition about a lifetime of pain. Understand where you fell in the scheme of things throughout that pain. Because your choice now is to come online. Psychic gifts, all of it. To use this pain to bring those gifts online. To have that knowing of precognition where you know, you just know. That's your challenge. So whoever's listening to me, like I said, I'm going to put it up as Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but this reading is for everyone. And it's a story. So I hope you enjoyed that story. Let's finish the reading. In the distant past. Yes, magic is afoot here, people. And you need to be aware of that. As conscious as you can be of that. Especially right now, where twin flames are being united, regardless of all tactics to try to keep them apart. Twin flames will be united. Ten of Pentacles. This is a legacy that we are leaving for our children and our children's children. Be brave, warriors. It's worth it, I promise you. In the distant past, confusion, fighting, nasty things said to each other, hate thrown everywhere, because we didn't know what we were doing. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. That was Jesus. So, where you're at in the most recent past is in the forgiving stage, with the Lovers here and the Knight of Pentacles, which is somebody who's just kind of chilling, taking their time, enjoying a little bit of life, a little bit of maybe sitting around fat and happy, but going towards the idea of love. I think this broke a lot of you, and you don't believe in it anymore. But you're slowly working your way towards back to love. Gemini energy. In the immediate future, this couldn't be any better than to go with this story. 7 of Cups, 7 of Potions, and the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Needles. What you think is a restriction is an illusion. It's not real. You can't hold it in your hands. It's not real. But it still has you stuck, feeling like you can't move forward. And all up in your head, trying to put yourself back together after all of this pain, heartbreak, confusion, and fighting. But still, holding on to the belief that your divine masculine is on his way. Or divine feminine. This is the factor affecting the situation. This is a twin flame reading, a twin flame journey. This is to try to help you understand your purpose. Okay? And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Goes around, comes around. So it's coming back. I think you put yourself out there. You may have even tried to beg this person to understand what you were and what you are, and they didn't listen. So now whoever this is, they are reaping what they've sown. The only one I'm missing here is the Tower. But we ain't done yet. This is gonna be a long reading, guys. We got the 7 of Wands and the Ace of Cups as the outside influence. You're very guarded about love. 2355 when I said that. You're very guarded. You're not sure if you want to give love a chance. Because it's... the fear here is that somebody's playing you. That this can't possibly be true. I'm just getting played. And maybe some of it is too good to be true, because in the final outcome, you have the 5 of Cups and the Hierophant, the most spiritual card in the world. You might be a little disappointed in who that actual person is. It might not be somebody that you thought. But they're coming. They understand this now. They've been given the download and the go-ahead to come forward. best possible outcome is bringing something back from the dead and union. I can't make it up, guys. There's a contract, a soul contract that both of you basically signed before you came into this world. And you swore, especially in this last incarnation, that you would find each other because you had a job to do, and that is to shine your light together, because the brilliance of both of you is undeniable. Your own twin flame is inside of you. Choose to love yourself enough to not accept anything less than what you deserve. If you're disappointed or depressed about union and the final outcome here, it's because your masculine still hasn't been knocked in the head enough, if that's what I want to say. Because this Ten of Pentacles, it ain't going away forever. And they know it. That's what I'm saying. This is something that's being downloaded and done right now in front of everybody's eyes. And the ones who don't want to spiritually grow or expand will be challenged by Jupiter and Pisces by every means necessary. So if you think things aren't going right in your life and they just keep going wrong, you need to check out why. It might be coming from your subconscious. Yep. Wow. Whoever you are really, really confused about this. Out there playing around. Scared of being confused. Definitely. Or not wanting this person back. But this is justice. Whether you want this person back or not, they're coming. They're scared to come. They think you're going to chop their head off. And they're still a bit bewildered and confused. Because at this point, they know they don't have any other choice but to send that message. Their life will continue to fall apart until they make that effort. The illusions that's keeping them stuck is just illusions. Let's see what the forward thinking in the Gregory Scott deck is. There's that tower. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Guys, Ace of Wands on the bottom. You remember me saying I was just waiting for the tower? Well, it's in the immediate future, guys. Somebody just went bing, lights on. It's been fully exposed about the illusions, about this Page of Cups. Could be children, could be someone much, much younger than the other one. And I'm feeling 20 years here, hardcore. Up to 20 years. Could be 10, could be 15, 20. There's the light. It's shining. And this person is on their way to the other one. The one that just got the download, whether that be the masculine or the feminine. Whoever got the download in this last CME, if that's what you want to call it, their plasma ejections from the sun. Somebody has fought and fought and fought this. until their whole life came down around them. So they could see it was an illusion, that this immature, flower falling all apart person was their person. They might have not been, the most put together person when you met them. But they're working on that. They're moving forward, and you guys are moving together. In the ethers, you are already one. Now it's time for the 3D to take place. And that's happening now in front of everybody's eyes. Somebody's hanging on, though. Somebody's hanging on to something. And I think it's their money. I think somebody is very upset that they may have to give up money. Or watch their money. I mean, that's a stalker card. This is factors affecting the situation. I do feel like you're being stalked online, whoever you are. If you'll remember a post of mine the other day, I want to tell you that I was on Instagram the other day and I posted something because I have haters and, whatnots following me around online. People I won't give attention to. Some big names, too. And they think I'm going to make mention of that, and that's, so they're kind of afraid of what I say. And I posted a couple of things yesterday about, it's actually just one post on Instagram about, I see you, I know you're watching me. And that post was taken down 2 times. It got taken down 32:22 when I said that. It got taken down, and I put it up again, and it got taken down. There was nothing offensive whatsoever on that post. It was just I caught the person who had hacked into my Instagram. So I had to delete the app and log out. Because you're all systems go is what I'm hearing as far as that is. So you need to make sure that you're protected as much and as many places as you can be. And a frequency of high vibration at the highest white light vibration that you can find. Because that's how this other person is going to find you. No matter where you are. Okay? Vibrate in that highest white light. Okay, so we have you just trying to work it out right now and hang on to what you have, but watching exactly what is going on and understanding what it is that everybody and anybody is getting back what they put out. Fear, anxiety, depression, not trusting people, treating people with no empathy, like you don't care. You're watching that. You're watching people just do it. This is the difference between any other war that we've been in. In a lot of other wars, we had empathy. We cared about our soldiers. We cared about people. We cared about the people who actually died. But in this war, we have been so used to that the empathy is very much lacking. We have gotten so numb to the things in life that should mean things. And we've become very selfish, very narcissistic, thinking that we deserve everything above other people. That's just not the case. Everybody should have right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Everybody. There should be no one. There are places in the world where that exists. One of them's, I just heard about it the other day. It's called Pandora. Look it up. There's a real place called Pandora. Look up that community of like, I don't know. There's a lot of people there. I'm gonna stop pulling there because we're at judgment. This is your outside influence. Is your judgment about somebody who hurt you bad. Could be a Taurus. But this was a spiritual union that was already supposed to take place. And maybe it has. But maybe this person walked away from you and left you very, very hurt. It's about to happen again. How you react to it is going to make all the difference in the world. It's your call. Got judgment here twice. So you're the one that's going to have to make the call on this when this person returns. I don't know if they're going to return right away, but it certainly looks that way. I'd say by the end of February, beginning of March, while Jupiter is in Pisces. Let's see about these hopes and fears. Who is this person who is scared to death to take a risk with this Knight of Wands? Because this Knight of Wands kind of put him in a depressive state. You may already be involved in with somebody else when this person comes back. Your hopes and fears is that you can let go of the wounds that were made in this dynamic. That you can see the truth and cut out what no longer serves you. Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Are you going to be able to let go and forgive? Like I said, totally your choice. I know you're scared. I can feel it. But being brave only takes the idea that nobody can take from you what you hold within. Dorothy and her magic slippers. You have it on you. Promise. They want it. They're dark, they want it. They want to suck the life out of you like a AAA battery. Alright? Or maybe even a D. Who knows? I don't know what they eat. It's energy. Vampires, energy vampires especially, are going to be very abundant in the next year. Beware of that, my lovelies. Because you want to make sure you come out on top. Oh yeah, love this ending. You're disappointed about your union. There's no question about that. But you know that it's legit. We have the Empress. We have Page of Pentacles. We have Leo's Strength. We have Ten of Cups. And the Queen of Wands. Performing in front of everybody. This is her wish fulfillment. Her strength. Her offer. She is the Empress. She bows to no one. The Emperor is the only one that that is the only one he will bow to, is the Empress. This is a very magical, very chaotic time for twin flames. But it's happening. You are looking really good right now, whoever you are, to your twin flame. They see you shining. They see that light, and they're going to follow it. Like the North Star, if that's the way you want to put that. The three wise men and the North Star. It's all stories. Are they true? Do we know? You will. I promise you. That is the realization of what is happening on Earth right now. Are these just made up stories? Or are they real? Mini verses inside a big verse. Mini stories inside a big story. Many matrices inside a matrix. It gets deep, guys. It gets real deep. How far are you willing to go? Or you just want to be simple-minded and go with the flow, whatever they tell you you gotta do. You can do that too. I mean, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not judging anybody. In my place, you are me, I am you. That's just what's up. Spirit's advice is to drop these burdens. Enlighten yourself. There's Sagittarius again. Balancing your own power. Look at that. Balancing your own power within yourself. And with the passion that makes you sing. And go for it. I'm going to get some kippers. Wow, this is a great reading. I don't know if you enjoy it or not, but man, I'm like, I don't know where all this stuff comes from. It's downloads, 4255. So my downloads come from Spirit. I was just guided to do this story and this reading for you today. And yes, I am of the light. And yes, I am constantly attacked by the dark. Constantly. Every day, every night when I go to sleep. Nightmares, demons, you name it. I can see them though. See, that's the difference between somebody who is precog and somebody who is not. You have the sight to see, which means that you can see any attachments to people. You can see demons, you can see, and you're not afraid of death anymore because you've already experienced at least 10 of them. At least 10 ego deaths and 10 actual deaths in your dream. It's so real that it feels real. I've did a video about one of my dreams one time. It was so real. I could swear I was there. And you will experience this through dream time. Don't let it make you scared. That's what they want. They want you to be afraid of your own shadow. So it's time to grab your shadow, Peter Pan, and sew it back on to the end of your feet. Just saying. We have a false person here. And they are involved in this situation. Whoever this third person is, a very false, lying, manipulative person that plays with people's emotions. Okay? We have a main male here. a rich main male here. And a mature woman, a thief, an official person, and an occupation. So, this wealthy man is looking at this mature woman. I'm just going to hold him up for you guys. As a thief. Okay? So if you know anybody that fits this description, male or female, this other person looks at them like a thief. Like they've done something to them. And they tried to do something to this person officially. But it didn't work out. They got sick. And they had to go back to work because they were running out of money. So, this wealthy man was only wealthy for just a little minute. It feels like. He got a taste of it. But I think that tower came in. They realized somebody was stealing from them. Somebody that they were with. And they're finding this out because this person is not well. If this might be somebody you work with. Or somebody who is, I want to say, what's that, you've been served, it's a court-appointed person that goes to your house and serves you papers. Okay? Whoever's doing this is not doing too well as far as health-wise goes. They need to drain somebody else's energy. This is what it's all about. They need to drain somebody else's energy in order to continue. Because they are vampires. They can't sustain themselves on their own. They have to go to other people. They have to drain that energy from other people. Well, they've done it to the point where now it's coming back. This is a backfire. This is what I was talking about with magic. If you practice magic, prepare to pay the price. Because if you do, and you do it in a way that takes from other people, if you're going to practice magic, do it on yourself. Do nature magic. Do anything but black spell magic or anything that has to do with, like a love spell. Cast the spell upon yourself. Don't cast it on any other person, because I'll tell you what, that always never works out in the long run. It might work for a minute, but it won't work for long. Yep, you're being stalked. There's some addictions here. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. You might not even be paying attention to any of this. You might just be like enjoying your life and being happy, maybe even going on a trip. You're not paying attention to any of this, some of you. But somebody is definitely stalking you. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. This person has a codependent obsession or possession, controlling, has a block and a restraint. This is the boat, receiving what you need, progressing, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Something needs to be closed out. This person that's stalking you, they have some serious problems. We got like a demonic possession here. And they can't close out the subject. They can't let it go. That is a demonic attachment. You have to let go of it. If this is you or this is someone you know, you need to help them let go of it. Because in the long run, it's just going to keep your growth stunted in the Eight of Swords energy. Wondering why is nothing going right for me? This is going to be that's almost an hour video. We got the golden mirror here. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So like I said, there is a third person here who is false in every way, shape, and form. They're pretending to be somebody they're not. And they are a narcissist, because we got narcissist twice here. It's called empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used to enable boundaries. Someone is using you. And they're very, very charming and very attractive. But they're using you for their own gain. They are a narcissist. They only care for themselves. They don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care what it's going to cost them for the things that they did. Or do. And collective, you need to focus on yourself. Self-worth, time to heal, and do that shadow work to bring you out of this dark place. You are the target of someone else's wounds. You need to break those chains, whatever they might be. We're going to get some messages from the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine in the shadows. And then I'll pull you, this is a long video. This is the longest video I think I've ever done. Then we're going to go into an advice card for both the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. And then that'll be the reading, okay? Like I said, let me know if you enjoyed this. The Divine Feminine. I don't know how to let you go. We are not right for each other. And I'm feeling like this is like the hardest thing the Divine Feminine has had to do is let go of her masculine, because she realizes that you are two different people. But you see, feminines, that's what's going to bring them back. That's just how the energy works. Once you release them, once you let go of them, they will be back. It may take a year, it may take 5 years. But they'll ultimately understand one way or another. If not, I'm afraid that you guys will continue on to the next lifetime. If you cannot get union within yourself. Now you can ascend and the other one will have to repeat. And you will be alone. But you're never alone. Like I said, I am you, you are me. We're never alone. Divine Masculine. I love myself enough to walk away. And remember, you hold both these energies. I'm more of a masculine feminine because I'm all about taking care of myself and being independent. So I identify with both sides. But it's up to you on how you're going to, interpret these messages. I just give them. Don't shoot the messenger. Your body language says so much. So this person thinks that they don't have a chance because they took the easy way out. This person is worried that they don't have a chance in hell or in heaven. Whichever one you're in. Like I said, it's right here on the ground with all of us right now. Only those with the eyes to see and the ears to hear will be able to tell the difference. Let's get a Hidden Realms card for some advice, and that'll be the reading. If you don't stick around for the whole reading, I mean, I completely understand. This is the longest reading I've ever done. The Spiral Dancer, Circulus Root, and Perception, and the River Queen. Flow, letting go, and natural movement in reverse. So, this is that part. This is that part. Letting go, the natural flow, and the natural movement of life. What are you hanging on to that's so dear and so that you can't live without? What is it that you cannot live without? Because this is asking you to let go of that. Where's my book? I got books everywhere. The Spiral Dancer, Circulus Root, and Perception. So let's see what she's got to say. I'm going to have to watch this whole thing myself because this is an important message and I don't even know what the heck I'm saying. I'm just reading to you guys. Okay. So this is your ally in all this. The spirit dancer moves with her own rhythm and steps to the music only she can hear. She takes you on a path that is winding and circular. She assures you that what you are experiencing as a setback is really part of an upward spiral. Perception is everything. You're not retracting your steps or going backward, but rather around and up. She says that you can be comforted knowing that your path is one of success, adventure, and experience. Follow her, for that she dances along a magical way. If you're asking about a relationship, keep on dancing and magic will happen soon. Also, it's okay to allow someone else to take the lead at this time. Always remember that relationships are mirrors and will show you the past, the present, and the potential future. All relationships have a destiny. Each is a sacred teacher with valuable lessons to share, even if it appears that the two of you are dancing in different directions. All the steps are perfect, even when you may seem to be stumbling. The Spiral Dancer is a reminder that destiny's true path is seldom straight. Wow. Talk about synchronicities. That just blew my mind. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you did. And let go. Don't judge. Just let be. That's all for now. See you next time. I'll have the single zodiacs out by the end of the week, so there'll be all signs done by the end of the week. Till then, y'all stay safe. Take care.